The next module we're going to go to is clients. In the clients module, you can add your client list here. Let's do a couple of examples together. Let's click on add. The first thing you need to set is the client type. Is it an adult? Is it a child? Or is it a business? They are similar in terms of information that you need to input, but they differ slightly in terms of some information which we're going to see together. Let's start with the adult. Of course, you need to input a name for the adult. Let's call this adult client 1. We need to set an email for that client, or we need to set a phone number. So one of those two sections are mandatory. Everything else around it would be optional. So we can select gender, date of birth, the branch that they belong to, the category. The category will make those clients only capable of seeing the packages that are with the same category. If you haven't checked out our package video, make sure to watch it. Blood type, referenced by, if they came from another client, you can always put where are they referenced from, their occupation, the company that they come from if you want to, and of course you can create a new company, their health conditions, and of course their injuries. There are multiple informations you can input as well, like address, emergency contacts, card ID, which you can search the client by the card ID, by the way. So, for example, if this one is, let's say, 1002, whenever you search 1002, you can find this client. Also, if you have a bioscanner with one of the gateway passes that we are integrated with, you'll be able to have a scanner to be identified by the card ID number of the client. Of course, you have unlinked level, which refers to the leveling system that we have on Intune, and linked level in case you have the custom level feature where you can allocate a specific level for that client. Goals, a corporate rate, and the field corporate rates, which refer to automatic discounts that we discussed in our discount settings video. Now, there are a couple of checkboxes available. Let's start with the first one, trusted. If you have online payment and your online payment is mandatory, that means everyone is forced to pay from the application before being able to book. Any client you mark as trusted will be able to book without paying. Vaccine passport. This was used during Corona time, however, you're free to use it if you want to identify it with something else. This will show up as a green shield next to the client's name on their profile. Of course, you have the signed waiver. Now, the signed waiver does not need to be checked manually, but you can if you want to. However, we can input a waiver as a prerequisite for your booking process on the application. So, for example, if you have certain terms and conditions that you want to be displayed for your clients before being able to book any of your services, we can we can place that before the booking process happens. That means your client have to accept it before booking. Of course, if you take any passport or IDs from your clients, you can always check those to keep track of who handed you a copy of their identification. And once you have those information in place, you click Save. Now, the difference between adults and children is the parent-child section. For children, you only need a name. You do not need, however, an email address or phone number. On the other hand, it's important to input one of the parent's information. So let's call this parent 5. We need to input an email for that parent, and of course, any other information that you deem necessary to be involved. Once you save this client will be available from this parent's account. So that means this parent can manage their account from the application. Now, if this child has a sibling, you do not create the parent again. All you need to do is when creating the other child is to search the parent here. And the parent name will show up and it will autofill the information for you. That way, both children will be linked to one parent. Once you have the information in place, of course, again, click Save. Now, businesses Also, you can input the name of the business, a registration number, and an email address, and any other information that you deem necessary. They are quite similar to each other. Once you have everything in place, make sure to click Save, and they will be added to your client list. Now, the other option is you'll be able to import a client if you have an existing client list at your disposal. So to be able to import client, you need to make sure to click on Import, and you can click on one of those two sheets to download the Excel. So this one will be for adults, and the second one, Client Import Template with Parent Info, will be for children. Now, there are specific steps that are listed here to be able to import client information. So make sure to pay attention and follow them step by step, and they'll guide you through it. However, if you need any assistance, make sure to contact our customer support and they'll be able to assist you with the importation. The second step in the clients module is filter. So you can filter your existing clients by specific sections. So, for example, by name, by branch, by client branch, by schedule, so those are your classes, by membership, so this is by specific package that they have, by specific age range, instructor, company, card ID, levels, genders. So there are a lot of options that are available for you. Of course, if you want to see people with active packages at the moment, this is a good way to keep track of how many clients out of the totals are currently active. Click apply, and I can see only 3 people have packages out of my 20 clients.